And so she told him, like a ride or die would, she told him, Adam's not here, and he's off at work or whatever. I forget what she told him.
Go to the back, off the back.
What's good, everybody? This is Ghost Archives back in the building, and today I'm dropping a new video. Before I get into the topic, make sure you guys go like, make sure you comment, make sure you hit that notification bell, make sure you guys subscribe, and also make sure you guys go pre-save my new upcoming song on April 14th titled Stonehenge. The link is in the description below, so that way you guys can save that to your phone. I am going to be coming out with a lyric video for it as well, so stay tapped in for that. But today we're going to talk about y'all favorite place to go. We're going to talk about the place that I do not appreciate what they got going on over there.
It's not your fault.
It's not my fault. I just want to say that I was just as astounded as many of you to see this news come down. Especially, it feels like the cops want to be part of the narrative of the podcast last night. They saw how good it was doing, and they were like, you know, we got to swoop in here. So I just want to say, free big brick baby, free loose, even free big uterus. We need all the Crips back on the streets. Without them, we're going to resort to bisexual podcast hosts like Gunner.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Adam 22, he runs a platform called No Jumper. And this is everyone's favorite place to go and tell on themselves or promote their new music that they go. I honestly, I haven't heard, you know, and let me know if you guys have. I haven't heard of a new artist from No Jumper since like 2019, 2018. You know, he had that era where he had X Tentacion on. He had that interview. And I heard him talking about in an interview that gets monetized and demonetized all the time. So he really doesn't make any money off of it, right? And then he runs this business, this podcasting, quote unquote podcasting business. And I'm not gonna lie, I used to enjoy No Jumper. I used to enjoy No Jumper a while ago when it was like the interviews of like underground artists I really ain't heard of. And the subject of the interviews was like the lifestyle of the artist. They weren't really incriminating themselves. Now, the X interview was definitely him incriminating himself a lot. But some of these artists didn't really incriminate. Like, you got like the first Larry June interview out of that platform. Like, not the first Larry June. Let me not say that. But the first Larry June interview that I seen was on this platform. And over the years, you know, I even did enjoy the era where it was like Lil House Phone, Cam Girl. Like, I think the era when J. Cole pulled up and he was trying to ask Adam if he believes in God. And Adam, crazy name. But Adam basically tells him, like, you know, his reasons why he's an atheist. And, you know, J. Cole just kind of asked for his perspective on that. And then we never heard of J. Cole pulling back up. He's like, this is a godless company. I'm out of here. And, you know, whether it was Draco the Ruler, you know, who, you know, had a very unfortunate situation happen to him, or it's currently, you know, one of the hosts, Brick Baby.
Bitch, the only reason I ain't come outside and kill one of you niggas, cause I was in front of these white niggas. Dead homies, nigga.
You know, free Brick Baby, free everybody who's innocent in any situation they got going on. Nobody wants to be involved with the feds. Nobody wants to go to jail. You know, Brick Baby was indicted. There was a lot of moments on the podcast. I believe that he, you know, exposed more than what should have been known. And then you got Crip Mac.
I ain't never gonna let Cuz get beat up in here. On fight Crip.
Right, on beans. Cause I'll tee this bitch up on King Day.
Do it.
Come on.
That's my best friend. That's my bestie.
He gonna say you?
That's my bestie.
He gonna say check it out, guys. We're not doing nothing here.
The dude with the 5.5 on his forehead, or the 5.5 on his face, another thing on his forehead, like, he's in jail. You know, who else? the loose cannon dude. Like,
I remember we was on the yacht, right? You know, Diddy groping him.
and you see some of these podcasts, you see some of these clips that are coming out, and these are just nasty clips, man. These are clips that
Hey, nigga, I got more murders than you got squabbles, bitch. In the hood, nigga. Dead homies, nigga.
like do people not, my question is, do people go up there thinking that the police aren't watching these videos? Especially when like hip hop in certain businesses right now is ran by certain individuals that aren't so black and white on paper by the book type situation. You know, these people are in the streets. These people make money off of music in different ways. You know, club appearances are everything. You know, chains. We just had a situation with Sauce Walker and one of his artists where they were on the internet. And I like Sauce Walker as a rapper. Like, don't get me wrong, he's dope. But just the amount of, like, I don't want to call it bravery because it's not something I would advise people that are brave to do. You know, is like post yourself with all kinds of jewelry and then, you know, post where you're at when you're there and you're a super famous artist. You got people that you don't even know, you know, might want to come and rob you or come and make a name off of you, you know? And it's just opening up those doors and those gateways to be able to put yourself in those predicaments. I look at it like when you're a low-key individual, when you're somebody that talks when it's necessary and not when the room is silent, you don't have to put certain information out there for people to connect with you. And if you're privy to certain information, you should definitely keep it to yourself.
Okay. I saw this video that alleged that it was you involved in this crazy ass shootout. What was that situation? Maybe it might not have been you. I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, I don't think it was me.
Okay. But that wasn't related to any of the cases that you caught?
Let me ask you again. What happened to Victor Sweet, Mercer?
Alice, you might want to close your ears. This is some nasty shit.
That's what you
From about 5:30 p.m. to about 11 or so last night, I was banging that pretty little wife of yours, okay? Here's the
Or not involve yourself to be able to know, or just mind your business. So if the situation doesn't involve you, like a lot of these podcasters are doing as well, if the situation doesn't involve you, then maybe you shouldn't be trying to give details into the situation. This is just me looking from the outside looking in, and this is not me judging anybody in these street situations, in the court case, in the indictment, in the RICO. That I'm not judging anybody. I don't know who did what, and I don't know. I don't know. I'm not a part of that. What I can say is, though, from the outside looking in, when you watch this platform, No Jumper, you could tell that he's exploiting a lot of these people for this type of clickbait information. And don't get me wrong, it's exciting when you hear like, kind of like how Soft White Underbelly does the mafia dude, Sammy the Bull. You know, it's exciting to hear real stories. You know, it's exciting to hear these real stories. But the difference is these folks are old. They're the old Italian mafia dudes. You know, some stuff is just like, I don't know. I even think that's like, I mean, you know who Sammy the Bull is. You know what he did. He was one of the most craziest people, notorious, you know, people out there in his time. And he got put in a situation where he had to go, and you know, he turned on, from what the stories say, from what the court documents and everything said, and how the legend goes, is he turned on Gotti, and that was it. But you guys got to know, like, the feds are watching, though. Like, you guys do know that the feds are watching. They're watching academics. Like, and that's another thing, is this platform doesn't go to all the hip hop artists. You know, I don't see, and maybe it's just because these artists don't fuck with the platform themselves, but you don't see artists like upcoming underground rappers from different sections. We're getting drill rappers. We're getting people from the streets. And I'm not saying these people don't deserve a platform. I'm just saying maybe we should stop highlighting the things that are going to ultimately reverse the intention of what they're trying to make music and gain popularity for. Now, of course, there's going to be some people out there that are just on that type of time. And they're going to go on the podcast. They're going to go on their phone. They're going to go on Instagram Live. They're going to go on TikTok. And they're going to expose everything that happened. And they're going to break it down. And, I mean, you see how it plays out every time. You know, all these people are in jail. Like, it can't just be a coincidence that this guy, right, this BMX podcaster guy who allows his wife to do porn, which is fine, I guess. I wouldn't do it ever. But he allows his wife to do porn with other guys and then like humiliates himself online for it and like puts on this fake smile like, bro, like, dude. And then you go and exploit people. And then you go and exploit your friends. Then you go and you get these people locked up. I'm not even saying you get these people locked up, but these people get locked up because of things that are said on your platform, things that could be edited out. And if it's live, man, maybe there needs to be a rule set in place. There's no rules set in place. People just say whatever they want on there. Oh, you know, bro, why are we talking about stuff like this? We should be highlighting the music. Why are we doing music reviews? Why this isn't underground hip hop. This is just street culture. And if that's what it is, that's what it is. But from what the looks of it is, this guy is telling everything too. He wants to have all the fun in the world, but when the feds come knocking, it's, oh yeah, I'm gonna cooperate with the fullest extent of the law and let the police know that I'm not gonna do anything wrong. Okay, yeah, for sure. And yeah, you could be saying that just to be like, oh, what do you want me to say? I'm gonna lie to police, but you snitched on your girl in the clip that I watched earlier. You snitched on your girl talking about.
And so she told him, like a ride or die would. She told him, Adam's not here, and he's off at work or whatever. I forget what she told him.
Oh, she lied and she held it down like a real one. She told him I wasn't there when I was really in the bathroom, or I was playing poker. He was talking about I was playing poker, and she lied to the police and was talking like, bro, you already telling on your wife, bro. You already telling on your wife. What makes you think that you're gonna not tell on these gang members that you employ, and they tell you all the good drama, and you're like, oh yeah, I know some things about some people, like, and it's crazy. And then he utilizes it to protect himself in other situations when he's taunting people from Chicago, or he's taunting, just regular people, like, bro, I don't know, man. I don't know. I think this is super messy. I think this is super unneeded in music. I think I honestly, to be honest, I think that it's something that was implemented by the system.
Go to the back, off the back.
Hey, make this the super popular thing for the kids. All right, we're gonna popularize gangbanging and porn, and we're gonna make that the cool standard for what boys want to do and what girls want to do. And then he starts crossing the lines with zesty behavior. Let me just say that, with zesty behavior.
Yes, I was Buka Buka today.
And Brick's very jealous.
By a large Samoan man. I don't know. I was locked up. I was knocked out, so I don't remember anything from it at all. I'm sorry, Brick. I know that this kind.
So it's like, what message are we really putting out here? You know what I'm saying? Are we gonna employ, pimps and gang members, and then like put them in a trick bag, and then after they're gone, we're still gonna make money off of them? That's what we're doing. 2025, man. He reminds me of Teddy from Snowfall. Matter of fact, no, he reminds me of Dewey from the first Scary Movie. You know what I'm saying? Doofy.
I said don't disturb you, I'm cleaning my room!
He reminds me of Doofy because it's like he's stupid as shit. Like, he's dumb. He says stupid ass shit, but
He was
he takes off the little mustache and he's like, you know, really like a fucking double agent. Like, I don't know about that guy, man. I don't know. And something just isn't adding up for me, man. Something's not adding up for me. I think that y'all need to stop popularizing this type of behavior, and everything isn't content. And then it's just like, we're making content out of bullshit. We're making content out of street shit. We're making content out of pain and destruction, you know? And then everybody goes to jail. And then he's going to get a new cast that he's going to set up and send to jail. You notice nobody that he's ever done a podcast with really has stuck with him like that. It started off with Cam Girl, had AD, he had Sharp, he had T-Rail, he had Duno, he had Gina Views, he had who else he had? He had Comparator. He had Comparator at one point. He had DW Flame. He had all kinds of people up there that no longer fuck with him whatsoever. And it's either because of some police shit, some backstabbing shit, some culture vulture shit, some racist shit, or some zesty shit. But this is y'all favorite place to go. This is y'all favorite place to go. Y'all love to come here and get on the podcast and be like, yo, yeah, my name is Whoop-de-Whoop and I'm from over here and we're the most fearless and the most ruthless out here, and this person, and then Adam gets on there and he's like, so who died over here? Wow, that's crazy, man. And how did you feel about that? And they be like, I don't give a fuck, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, blah, blah, blah. And they'll say some disrespectful shit. And he'd be like, wow, that's pretty crazy, you know? And then clip it, you know? And then clip it. And then make money off of it 2, 3, 4 times. Make a short, make a reel, make a clip out of it. Put it on Instagram, put it on TikTok, put it on Facebook, put it on Snapchat. Oh, yeah, that's crazy, dude. Fuck. What the fuck is going on, bro? Y'all tripping. Man, stop going up to there and expecting the police not to be watching, man. You want to go up there and get some good publicity and get a viral moment out of it, go up there and just wild out on Adam. That's what y'all want to. That's what y'all got to do, man. Go up there, wild out on Adam, because that's what he wants. He wants the chaos. He wants the disaster. He wants the destruction. If you want to stay out of jail, just don't hit him. Just wild out, say some wild shit, make it a whole funny moment so that way he could clip it and make money, and then you can make money off it too, and you're not sitting in jail. You know what I'm saying, for the next 25 years because you was on a podcast talking about, oh, I did this and that and that, and he did this and that and that. And then he got his little minions too. He got his minions too that be telling all over the place. And then didn't they have like the whole series too of like the paperwork? Like it was the paperwork. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's when I knew it was the paperwork. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, what the fuck is going on? And y'all don't think they have access to everyone's paperwork. They have access to everyone's shit. When the police come around and the RICO comes, everyone who's is supposedly involved in shit and telling on camera gets taken away by the feds. Everyone who's supposedly quiet and not snitching isn't taken away by the feds. They're out and they're able to make content. Tell me how that makes sense, bro. Tell me how that makes sense. And then you're going to lie and say you went to, that the feds came and picked you up. And you're going to make that a whole piece of content, bro. What? No, I really didn't go to the feds. I was just over there talking to them, you know. So you telling me you didn't get picked up forcibly by the feds to go and cooperate and talk to them. You went, got in the car, drove over to them. You know what I'm saying? They didn't have to use my tax dollars that they use, that I pay, to get in their car, drive over to you, go detain you, bring you back, put you in for questioning and all this shit. Now you pulled up there, they had the bagel with extra cream cheese on it, ready to go for you with an extra large latte, caramel frappuccino. And he was like, yeah, I have all kinds of, yeah, whatever you guys need. And I'm supposed to believe this guy really gives a fuck about underground artists. This is another episode of Ghost Archives. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Make sure you like, make sure you comment, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification bell so that you know every single time that I drop a new video. And until next time, y'all stay safe out there.